Most people work harder every year, yet their income barely changes. Money comes in, but it doesn't stay. Businesses grow, but owners stay stressed. Effort increases, results don't. Why? Because income isn't just about hard work, luck, or talent. It's about systems, habits, and decisions most people never see. Income Explained is a channel dedicated to breaking down how income really works for individuals, small businesses, and everyday life. No motivation, no fake promises, no shortcuts. Just clear explanations of why money behaves the way it does, and how small, smart changes can quietly reshape your financial future. If you want to stop guessing and start understanding income, this is Income Explained. Income Explained, because understanding income changes everything. Why more sales don't always mean more money. More sales should mean more money. That's what we're told. That's what dashboards celebrate. That's what businesses chase. And yet quietly, something strange keeps happening. Companies report record sales, while owners feel poor. Businesses grow bigger, but bank accounts feel tighter. Revenue goes up, but stress, debt, and exhaustion rise even faster. So here's the mystery. How can a business sell more than ever and still struggle financially? This isn't rare. It isn't a mistake, and it isn't about incompetence. It's the result of a deeply misunderstood truth about how money actually moves inside a business. To uncover it, we have to dismantle one of the most powerful assumptions in business culture and trace the story back to where sales became confused with success. Setting the stage, when sales became the main scoreboard. In modern business, sales numbers dominate everything. Revenue charts, growth percentages, monthly targets. Sales are visible, sales are measurable, sales are celebrated. But this obsession didn't come from nowhere. Historically, sales were a reliable proxy for success, especially in simpler economic systems. Understanding why that changed requires a brief look at how business used to work. Origins. When more sales really did mean more money. In earlier business environments, the relationship between sales and profit was relatively straightforward. Costs were simple. Supply chains were short. Competition was local. If you sold more, you produced more, you earned more, you kept most of the difference, margins were stable. Overhead was predictable. Complexity was low. In that world, sales growth reliably translated into financial progress. This created a belief that still dominates today. If sales go up, money must be improving. For a long time, that belief was true. But systems don't stay simple forever. The rise complexity enters the equation. As markets expanded, businesses changed. They added marketing channels, distribution layers, technology platforms, specialized roles. Each addition promised growth. And growth did happen, but at a cost. Sales numbers kept rising, but so did fixed expenses, variable costs, operational complexity. Here's the crucial shift most people missed. Sales volume increased faster than financial clarity. Businesses became better at selling, but worse at understanding where money was actually going. Revenue stayed visible. Profit became hidden. Cause and effect. The first disconnect. At first, the disconnect between sales and money is subtle. Sales increase. Expenses rise slightly. Profit still exists. No alarms. Encouraged by results, businesses push harder. More advertising, faster delivery, lower prices to win volume. Sales grow again. But this time, costs grow faster. Why? Because not all sales are equal. Some sales require heavy discounts, attract high-maintenance customers, increase operational strain, revenue increases. Money does not. This is where the illusion begins. Breaking point, when growth starts hurting. Every business that chases sales eventually hits a breaking point. It feels like success. Busy teams, full calendars, high activity, but financially things feel worse. Owners notice cash shortages, thin margins, constant pressure. They ask, why are we working harder but keeping less? This is the moment where the truth becomes unavoidable. Sales are not the same as income, and revenue is not the same as money. Growth without control becomes expensive. Fallout. Common reactions that make it worse. When money feels tight despite strong sales, businesses react instinctively. They push for even more sales, increase marketing spend, add promotions, expand offerings. Each move increases complexity. Each move adds cost. The logic is understandable. If sales aren't enough yet, we need more. But this response treats the symptom, not the cause. And often, it accelerates the problem. Failed fixes. Why popular advice falls short. Traditional advice reinforces the mistake. Scale faster. Outsell the competition. Dominate market share. But scaling a weak margin magnifies losses. Scaling inefficiency amplifies chaos. Scaling complexity drains cash. Sales-driven growth without structural discipline creates a dangerous illusion of success. The business looks healthy on the surface, while deteriorating underneath. Delayed answer. The real reason more sales don't mean more money. So here's the delayed answer to the mystery. Money doesn't come from sales volume. It comes from what remains after the system takes its share. That system includes costs, time, risk, operational friction. If each sale carries too much burden, selling more simply increases the burden. More sales don't fix a broken structure, they expose it. Cause and effect. How margin changes everything. Let's look at the actual cause and effect chain. Sales start the process, but margin determines the outcome. A small margin requires massive volume, increases stress, reduces flexibility. A healthy margin absorbs mistakes, funds growth, creates stability. Two businesses can have identical sales and completely different financial realities. This is why revenue alone is a misleading measure. Modern parallels. Why this problem is everywhere today. Today's business environment amplifies this issue. Competition is intense. Customer expectations are high. Platforms take their cut. Businesses chase visibility, clicks, and conversions, often without understanding the full cost. We see high-revenue businesses struggling to survive, low-revenue businesses thriving quietly. Growth celebrated while profit disappears. This isn't accidental, it's structural. Shocking pattern. Busy businesses, empty accounts. Across industries, the same pattern repeats. More customers, less control, more sales, less margin, more activity, less money. Owners feel trapped by their own success. They can't slow down, they can't stop selling, but they can't breathe financially. This is the cost of confusing sales with money. Why this keeps repeating? This mistake persists because sales are exciting, money is quiet, sales provide immediate feedback. Profit reveals itself slowly. So businesses optimize what they can see and ignore what actually matters, until the pressure becomes impossible to ignore. Reframing the question. The right question isn't, how can we sell more? It's, which sales actually make us money and which ones don't? That shift changes everything. It forces businesses to look at customer quality, cost structure, operational efficiency, instead of chasing volume blindly. 3 clear takeaways. Takeaway number 1. Sales start the process. Margin finishes it. Without margin, growth is an illusion. Takeaway number 2. Not all sales are equal. Some sales drain money while inflating revenue. Takeaway number 3. Simpler systems keep more money. Complexity is one of the biggest hidden costs in business. Warning, open-ended thought. Here's the warning worth considering. In business, chasing sales without understanding cost is one of the fastest ways to feel successful and end up stuck. So ask yourself, if your sales doubled tomorrow, would your money situation actually improve? If the answer isn't clear, the problem isn't sales. Natural call to action. If you want clear, honest explanations about business, income, and money beyond surface-level metrics, subscribe to the channel. And comment below, what do you think hurts businesses more? Low sales or the wrong kind of sales? Because once you understand why more sales don't always mean more money, you stop chasing numbers and start building businesses that actually last.